Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel, which is called IELTS and ESL Expert TV. I really hope that you're going to come here very often, especially if you're an IELTS learner or an ESL learner, and I guarantee that I'm going to make a difference to your grades. That's a promise if you do what I say. Okay, so who am I? I'm currently a teacher at college in the UK, but I spent 10 years teaching IELTS and ESL in China. So I'm very experienced in teaching students of a second language. Also, I was an examiner whilst I was in China. So not only have I experienced teaching, but also examining. So I can see it from both sides. I've got lots of hints and tips to give you, and if you follow this channel, if you listen to what I'm saying, I guarantee that you will improve your results. Anyway, lovely meeting you, and come along and listen to my channel. Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel, IELTS and ESL Expert TV. And my name is Keith Mason. Welcome back to the next episode, and today we're looking at something called complex sentences. Complex sentences. So when you go for your IELTS test, for when anyone goes for their IELTS or an ESL exam, one thing the examiner is looking for is for the candidate to be making complex sentences. This is one of the key things that you're taught to look for. And so clearly it's very important for candidates to ensure that the sentences that they're making are complex sentences. What do we mean by a complex sentence? Let's have a quick look at this next slide. So here's a complex sentence. Now, every sentence has a verb, yeah? So here we can see a sentence because it has a verb in it. But if someone comes into the IELTS exam and I ask them, tell me where you're from. I'm from Stevenage. It's not very good, is it? It doesn't flow, there's no flow, it's just short, abrupt, and that's the bad sort of answer. So then the examiner's got to ask you, well, tell me about Stevenage. Oh, it's very nice. What do you do when you're in Stevenage? I like to go shopping. Okay, this is going to give you a very low score in your IELTS exam. So what you need to do is develop complex sentences, and all that is using linking words to increase the length of your sentence. And by using linking words, these linking words, when you get used to them, it will help you think of new ideas and help you speak better sentences and better English. Okay, so these linking words are called subordinate or subordinating conjunctions. Okay, sounds so complicated. Now you're expecting something very, very complicated, but really it's very, very simple. Subordinating conjunctions, and here they are. So one would be something as simple as and. So tell me about your hometown. My hometown is Stevenage. It's very pretty and there's lots of shops. So just using and is great. My hometown is Stevenage. It's very pretty, but there's too many people. So you're increasing the sentence just with a simple and or a but. Probably one of the best subordinating conjunctions, not that you can say there's a best, but one of the most useful is because. If you get into your head because, right, that's a song from a very old movie. The Wizard of Oz, I think. Okay, if you get because into your head, it will help you no end. So, tell me about your hometown. Okay, well, my hometown is Stevenage, and I really like Stevenage because there are plenty of shops, there is a lake that I can walk around, and I don't have to go far, and I'm in the countryside. Also, another subordinating conjunction, also, it's very close to London, so I can go shopping in London or work in London if I want. So using those, let's go back, using those subordinating conjunctions, those linking words, helps you to create much more complex sentences. And so that's going to make your English sound so much more professional. And it's going to score you much higher. Whether you're taking an IELTS exam or whether you're taking an ESL exam, the examiners will be looking for complex sentences and they will be scoring you the marks. Okay, if you're not using complex sentences, you're not, in IELTS, you're not going to get above a 4, probably even below 4 if you're not able to use complex sentences. So remember, because, very, very useful word for whatever subject you're talking about. Tell me about your family. My family live in a house in Stevenage and I've got one sister because my parents decided that they wanted a small family and they couldn't afford. So quite simply, you're making more complex, much larger sentences. So let's go back to these linking words and have a look at some of them. So we've looked at because, however, another very useful word. To be honest, there's a lot of words you could use, subordinating conjunctions that you could use, but if you have just a few in your pocket that you can bring out in your armory, in your pocket, then that's going to be enough to be able to get quite a long way, even up to 6 or 7 in IELTS, if you're using them correctly and well, and the vocabulary that you're using around them is good as well. So let's look at however. So let's go back to that simple question. So tell me about Stevenage. Well, Stevenage is a very pretty town with many shops. However, in recent years, it has become very busy. Okay, and then you can go on. Because, another one, because many people have moved out of London into Stevenage because it's cheaper in Stevenage. Probably that's not good to use 2 becauses in one sentence, but you get the point. So those coordinating conjunctions are extending your sentences. What other ones could we use? Since, okay, so I've been living in Stevenage since, and then you could give a date, or yeah, so let's have a look. Whenever. So I love to go shopping whenever I get bored, whenever I have nothing else to do. So these coordinating conjunctions are creating much more complex sentences and helping you to become much more fluent in the way that you speak. Yeah? They're going to help you just in normal conversation, but also they're going to help you in your exams to make those higher scores. Of course, if you want to score higher than 6, then you're going to have to learn a lot more vocabulary, and you're going to have to become more fluent in the way you speak. And we're going to look at all these different topics: how to become more fluent, how to be more confident in your exam. That's one of the very, very key points, is confidence. And for starting, for now, let's get you to a point where you're using subordinate conjunctions to increase the length of your sentences, to make more complex sentences, and to improve your performance. Okay guys, so I hope that was useful. I hope you've enjoyed this session, and there'll be many more in future where we'll look at all different topics to increase your performance in the exam. So bye bye for now, and I will see you very soon next time. Bye bye.